Alright, so Derrick Lewis is putting Francis on notice. He said he acts like he's the shit. Fuck that guy. I'll fight his ass after Hunt. Bang his ass up. I'm prettier than him too. Lewis on Francis. This is the second time he's taking shots at Francis. Before he said, there's gonna be some black on black violence between me and him. I mean, damn. Francis is on a different level right now. Derrick Lewis last week said, I'm not fighting for the belt. I don't care about the gold. I'm gonna fight for money only, and I'm gonna get the biggest fights that I could get and make a whole lot of fucking money and take care of my family. Francis is on a different level. I absolutely do not see Francis accepting this fight if it's offered. And the funny thing about it is, Derrick Lewis, I'm not even sure if he could defeat Francis, man. You have to keep in mind, every time Derrick Lewis is in a fight where it doesn't end in a knockout, it turns out to be a boring fight with both guys tired as hell running around the octagon looking like two out of shape heavyweights. Unfortunately, I don't think Derrick Lewis has what it takes to beat a guy like Francis, because he gets fucking hit a lot and he just hasn't been hit flush by a true heavyweight yet. Somebody like Stipe, man, he puts your lights out. Somebody like Francis, he will put your lights out. Derrick Lewis has a man on deck and he's on a little bit of a win streak right now. I get that, but at the same time, Derrick Lewis, I just haven't seen shit to be impressed by the guy yet. The only thing impressive about Derrick Lewis at this point is the win streak. Obviously, it's very hard to go on a legitimate win streak in any division outside of, there's a couple of divisions that I wouldn't really be impressed if a fighter went on a win streak just because it's such a weak division. But, Derrick Lewis is like, I just don't see anything really. He's a heavyweight and he has heavy hands. Like, that's not enough to make me a fan. You guys have to keep in mind, man, all you platinum hitters out there, you guys already know I wasn't even a fan of Stipe at first. I was like, yeah, I just don't see shit special, you know what I mean? Like, I still don't really see anything that jumps off the page where you're like, whoa, he's the only guy in the world at that division that could do that. I just don't see it yet, but he's a hell of a fighter. He's tough as hell. But Derrick Lewis calling people out, I'm not really interested in it. I like the fact that we're gonna see Derrick Lewis versus Mark Hunt because it's a big fight. He's gonna have to go in there and actually work, but you have to keep in mind, he said he wants to fight Mark Hunt because Mark Hunt has knockout power and he's not gonna go for takedowns all night. So when you say something like that, it's kind of like you're tired of being clinched, you're tired of being pressed against the cage. It's almost like Rampage Jackson. I want to be in entertaining fights. I want my belt back. Rampage Jackson. Hey, respect on his fucking name, man. He was a fucking Rampage Jackson was one of the most fun fucking UFC fighters of all time with fucking knuckles on deck, man. He'll knuckle your ass down in a heartbeat if you're there to actually have an MMA fight and not just wrestle all night. Derrick Lewis versus Francis. If that fight was to ever happen, which I don't believe it will, I think Dana White has a little bit too much stock in Francis right now. He's like, that's a true heavyweight. Did you see the size of his hands? Did you see the size of his fucking head? That's a true heavyweight. I don't think Dana White is get a chance letting him lose to a guy like Derrick Lewis that he's not gonna be able to make any money off of. Right now, at least you have something and a hell of a story to tell when you talk about Francis. There's not really shit to say about Derrick Lewis except I gotta take a boo-boo. I don't know what else to say. Fuck it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comments.